Hey, fourth graders, today we're going to be doing a quick quiz, and we are going to be doing page 197 and 198. So we are going to cross some of them out and do some of them, and I will help out on some of them. But this is where we want to kind of see what you can do, okay? So let's look at number 1. Number 1 says we are going to solve for n, so we need to figure out what n is. So our first one says 84 divided by this equals 6. Divided by n equals 6. So you need to solve for n. You can use your multiplication table to figure that one out. Okay. Number 2, the important thing to remember, whenever there's an equal sign, which there is on this one, okay, that both sides need to add up to the same thing. Okay, we remember that, correct? So whenever we see parentheses, we do those first. So I have 14 plus 7. I know I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to go take it times 8. Okay, but remember how we draw our V's. So I need this to add up to this. But we always start with the side that doesn't have anything missing. So we're going to start with the side with the parentheses first. We're going to figure out what that equals. And then we can figure out that we need this side to be the same thing, okay? You guys can do that one. All right. We are going to cross out number 4 just so that we have a little bit more room to do our equations. I want you to draw a line kind of in the middle right here so you have room to show work for number 3 and number 5. We're going to read those together. Miguel drove 197 miles on Monday. He drove some, okay, remember, we don't know how many. He drove some more miles on Tuesday. He drove 542 miles in all. How many miles did he drive on Tuesday? Okay, so think about what your equation is going to be, okay? Remember, when there's a question mark, that's your letter. So let's say that that's letter N. Okay, he starts out with 197 miles on Monday. Then he drives some, so I have to add N. We don't know how many, and all of those add up to 542. So, plus, this is a plus problem, but in order to figure out the answer, we're going to have to minus or subtract in order to figure out n. Okay? Just like times and division are kind of opposites, so are addition and subtraction. So in order to figure out n, I'm going to need to subtract my big number on top, take away this to figure out n. Okay? You're going to do that on your own. And when you're all ready, over here, you're going to tell me that n equals whatever answer you got. And then we would have miles for our label. Okay, we are going to skip number 4, and we're going to talk about number 5. Brittany is saving $996 to pay for summer camp. She wants to save the amount of money each month for 6 months. How much money does she need to save each month? Okay, so thinking in your head, she needs to end up with the 996. So we want to figure out how much money she needs to save for 6 months. So I'm going to need to divide. I'm going to put my big number under the house to figure out how much she needs to save each month. Okay, I'm not going to start that one for you. I want you to do it on your own. Okay. You know how to do it. How many 6s go into 9? And then start with your division problem. Want to see one of those. And then also remember your steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, and bring down. Okay, so when you get your answer, you're going to put it over on the line. And it's going to actually be in dollars, isn't it? Because we're figuring out dollars. So whatever answer you get is going to be with a dollar sign as your label. So if you want to pause right now and finish up that first page, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do on the back. All right. We are doing add or subtract, so please watch your sign. We are going to do what we normally do, which is cross out our middle row. And that will give me a good idea or a good understanding of how you're doing on your addition and subtraction. Remember to borrow when you need to. You don't always have to borrow, okay? For instance, I'm looking at number 4 here. Your first one is 9, take away 7. I can do that. I don't need to borrow on that one, do I? So be careful that you're not borrowing when you don't need to, okay? And that is your homework for today, guys.